Hey everybody, this is Beast. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Scottyallenday. We are doing jacket patches tonight. I wanted to share some jacket patches that we had from the 80s. I just filmed this once before. It came in this bubble pack. And I ended up with this really nice Ziploc bag right here. Came off of Amazon. It's a 32 piece. So we're going to go through these and see what kind of quality patches do we have. So I have a really good Metallica patch right here. This could be used for jackets and backpacks. A patch like that would probably go above the pocket. Here's a slip knot. That's actually a good slip knot patch. It's better than the ones that I've just reviewed. Here's an anthrax patch. So this is actually another good one. It'll go on top of a pocket or down below. Here is a rainbow corn. It's okay, but not as good as the other ones that I've normally picked up. There's a rock and roll never die patch. Most of the time will go up on top or in the back. We got the legendary Kiss, High on Fire, here's a Demon patch. Not too bad. Prefer a little bit more color for the Marilyn Manson. A lot of these will go down towards where the belly is or on the back. Here's a large Misfits. Something like this I would probably put onto a suitcase. This is a bit way too big to use. Most people use for a jacket. Misfits I could probably put on the shoulder. Now keep in mind, these are not that high quality of patches for iron-on. You need to buy a product called Badge Magic. It's sticky on both sides and you can affix it, and it stays for quite a while. I would also recommend stitching the borders onto the jacket so it can last for a long time. Here's a Guns N' Roses patch. I don't like that patch. I would rather have the one that has the Appetite for Destruction on it. Here is a Third Eye patch. Psychedelic Third Eye patch. It's not too bad. And I Love the Beatles. It's a very, very common patch. A lot of times I would probably use it either on the shoulder, and I would put it onto a suitcase. Here is, again, I can't understand, Montreal Wasted. It's not too bad of a patch. Some of these patches I don't really care for if they are in the Thorn letter, in the Thorn font, because it's very hard to be able to read. I'm trying to identify who I like as far as music bands that I'm listening to, and if you can't read what's on this from a distance from 6 feet, from a 6 foot distance, and I can't read what's on that patch, I don't want it on my jacket, because I want people to see what I have on my jacket. And if it's in poor taste, I'm not going to put it on my jacket. There's a slip knot. It's almost, this is like borderline bad stitching. Here's a rock patch. This is actually a really nice rock patch. Here is a Led Zeppelin. That is probably one of the worst Led Zeppelins I've ever seen. I would probably not even use it for anything. It probably sits in the system of a down. That's a really good patch. It could go out either on the shoulder or on a suitcase. Cannibal Corpse. It's actually not that good. If you're looking at the lettering on this, it's very small and very thin, and it doesn't identify a band from a distance. So keep in mind, when you're building an iconic jacket to identify who you like, who you are, what you want to represent, you got to have something with strong, bold graphics. Like, I mean, if I have to constantly do this, that means it's really not that bad of it. I mean, not that good of a graphic. Now, Led Zeppelin is probably about as minimal as I'll probably use to be able to put it onto a jacket. I have an Alice Cooper. And then here's a Rancid. Personally, I don't really care for the band Rancid, but there's Rancid. I'm dropping my patches. Here is a Angel Wing or a Demon record. I'm really not doing that good with focus tonight. Focus. Let me get the rest of these here. I've got 2 more on the floor. We'll almost through this. There's a Blizzard. Now this is a really good patch right here because it represents both the band. And this particular patch, you can also double it for the video game. So if you're a fan of Warcraft and Blizzard Entertainment, that would work out just fine. And a bullet for my Valentine. It's really too much cat scratch for me. It really will not stand out well on a jacket. When you're trying to do a jacket to make an iconic jacket of what kind of a band that you like or what you prefer, you need to have strong, bold lettering. Like Megadeth right there. This one right here is a very high quality patch. It's one of the very few that's in here, and that's an AC/DC. I really didn't have to worry too much about focus with this AC/DC, and this really stands out. This will probably go right on the back of the shoulder blade. Sex Pistols with the British flag. That works out pretty well. A Bon Jovi, that's probably about as minimal as I'll probably go with graphics right there, and it stands out. I'm trying to find jacket patches that have a little bit more color. This Iron Maiden patch is a very poorly done Eddie. I would probably have to go onto the website and purchase a better patch. This guitar is way too big for almost anything except for maybe a guitar case or a suitcase. It's way too big for a jacket, and it makes it doesn't stand out well with the jacket. There's an Anarchy patch, which is very common for just about any kind of a rock and roll jacket. And last but not least, an extremely large Queen patch. Now, I've just gone through this entire pack, and just to be honest with the rating of the 32 patches that's inside of this pack, and I would probably give it a rating between 1 and 10. I would probably give it about a 5.5, mainly because a lot of these have poor graphics on it. They don't have any highlights to be able to make the patches pop. A lot of these graphics are very poorly done. So if you're looking to try and find a decent amount of patches to get yourself started on a jacket, these are on Amazon for about 20 bucks. And that 32, that comes out to about 50 cents a piece. These do not have any resale value because they are poorly done. There's quite a few good ones there that I can be able to start a jacket with, but again, I will not recommend anybody if they're trying to, try to make several iconic jackets. You're only going to probably get maybe 2 out of this entire pack. But that's my review for these jacket patches. Let me know if you want me to try and do some more reviews later on. This is the first time that I've ever done a review. I wanted to be totally upfront and honest about the different types of patches that are inside of this particular thing, just so that you can make the ultimate 80s jacket, the ultimate 90s jacket, the ultimate 70s jacket, and eventually later on I will end up making an 80s style rock and roll jacket, just so you can know exactly how it's made. So if you want to see more of these videos, let me know in the comment section below. If you're new here, please subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss another video, and until next time, keep on rocking.